What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday. Making sure everything's okay. Loading up both my games. We gotta play some raid. Play some raid today. We got some time. It is currently 5:46 a.m. About usual time for me. A little bit later than usual, I'd say, actually. Got my coffee. Ready to play a little bit. Nothing crazy today. No special events, I think. We're just writing out our dailies. And yeah, we're just here to chat and chill. Now, Resh, good morning. How are you, man? I think we're gonna do some live arena though. Gotta make sure we keep on top of it. Otherwise, we're not gonna make it for the final relic. I think we're on pace. We got a pretty good win rate too for live arena. So, what's up, Hawk? Right, happy Father's Day. That's right, happy Father's Day. I forget sometimes, but happy Father's Day. We had a nice Father's Day celebration or hangout yesterday, so that was kind of nice. But yeah, this morning I totally forgot about it. I forgot it was today. Yeah, that's a good one. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Put that in the title. Are you doing a fusion? Yes, I do all the fusions whenever I can on both my accounts. I've only missed one. That was the Mad Hatter. I made a video about missing it, and yeah, it was basically I missed 100 points in a dragon tournament because I fell asleep, and then that was it. Happens. Doesn't happen to me very often to the point where it cost me the fusion, but that time it cost me the fusion, so a little bit unfortunate. And Mad Hatter is a great champ. The good thing was I pulled the Mad Hatter on that alt account a couple months later, so I was happy about it. Because yeah, Hatter's a really good account. Good champ. Sorry. I got a little bit of allergies. So you might hear me sniffling a little bit. So I was looking for my allergy meds, couldn't find it. Bit of a bummer. My ancient shards don't have the ability to summon legendary champions. Ah, man. Sorry to hear. I had to pull 160 myself to get the Lego, so not fun. Been happening. Feels like it's happening a little bit more frequently. I mean, we take our wins, we take our losses, right? Like sometimes, like I pull 100 and I pull 5. Like that's happened on video before too, where I pulled 5 Legos and 100 shards. I think I cleared 10k that time. 10k points with 100 shards. That's basically running twice as hot. Twice as hot as you should be. Yeah, when I was younger, I never had allergies, so like maybe the last 5 years or so, I started developing them, and then I decided, like, okay, I should probably take something for them since they're kind of bad. So not used to taking them at all, but I try to take them when they're kind of bad. Like right now, it's kind of bad, but I can still work, still function, but. I think I'm going to the 1k points for the relic. Not sure if 5 stars needed for the fusion. Hoping I don't regret it. Honestly, you'll regret it if you use this champion a lot. That's what it comes down to. If you don't use this champion, you're not going to regret it. But if you use it everywhere, then you'll regret it because he could be better, right? Like a 5 star is going to deal more damage than a 4 star. He's going to have accuracy in spots where you're not fighting bosses. Like if you're fighting waves, like in dungeons and stuff, then the accuracy becomes more important. But if you're just using him for bosses, then the accuracy is not going to matter. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing, right? Like for me personally, I don't have too much use for this guy. Like yeah, I don't have too much use for him. I mean, anybody with Marius, I think you probably don't need this guy because you know you have your Chimera, you have Hydra kind of figured out probably. But he could be an extra damage dealer for Hydra, which can help some people, right? Um, that's kind of like I would say that's probably more likely his best spot for Hydra. Because if you don't have Thor, if you don't have Thor or somebody of Thor's power level, or close to Thor's power level, then this guy's gonna be your guy, right? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for you for the foreseeable future until you pull something better or a better fusion comes. What's up, Defiler? How are you? Yeah, I think as we get older, you know, obviously our bodies are less strong and stuff, so we get sick from stuff that we used to not get sick from. Who are your favorite offensive and support champs? Does that mean like the best? My favorite? My favorite offensive champ. I mean, like for you know, basically this game is Marius. Marius is the best one, right? He's a boss killer. He's a wave killer. And he's good in an arena. He's basically everything you want, right? In a damage dealer, he's good everywhere. So Marius would be the best offensive that I have. Anyways, I don't have like you know most of the craziest champions in the game, but Marius fits the bill for craziest or best damage dealer. Best support in the game, lots of good ones. I think the support with the most, I think the most craziest support is probably still Galathier because he's basically two support champions baked into one, right? So it's kind of hard to beat, you know, a support champ with two support champs baked into him. So Galathier would probably be the best. You know, that's about it, I'd say. Um, but if you want like the best of both, like if you want the best champion, like support and offense put into one character, hard to say. Hard to say. Hard to say. It could be Siegfried. You know what I mean? It could be Siegfried because Siegfried has viability like in dungeons, bosses, but he also is very viable in arena. So it could be Siegfried. Um, you could say Nice is a better like Nice is a better arena champion, but PvE Nice doesn't really do enough. So yeah, it's interesting. Conversation depends. It really depends. Regarding Tholen, does he really not need accuracy? His A1 doesn't need accuracy to land on bosses. So you read his kit, his A1 doesn't need to land weaken on bosses, minions, um, or the corrupted alliance. I think that's what it was. So you don't need accuracy for that, and that's the only thing that he lands, like debuff wise. Sorry, I'm gonna clear my energy here for a sec. Hopefully my teams are still working. I think it's still working. Let me double check. Stats. Okay, should be good. Yeah, so he doesn't need accuracy. Like personally, I wouldn't build him with accuracy. But like I said, depends where you use him. If you use him everywhere for waves, if you use him for arena, maybe accuracy has become more useful because the accuracy you only really need it against waves or arena. So if you use him there, then sure, accuracy is helpful. And of course, the 5-star will give you more damage, right? Because whatever blessing you choose, you get more of the blessing benefit. And also 5-star is just expensive, you know, 100 of the gold essences. Um, I love Marius, but God literally won't let me get any immortal from twins. Yeah, that took me like about a month. That took me about a month to do, maybe 3 weeks to do. But I was doing double duty every day, so I was paying gems every day. Usually I don't pay gems for the extra keys, but I was paying gems. So if I didn't, I think it probably would take me like month and a half, 2 months. Is Quintus as strong as Thor? What's up, Stelios? Quintus is not as strong as Thor. However, Quintus can perform in Hydra. I think a lot of people underestimate Quintus a little bit, but Quintus has done some pretty good work in Hydra. I forgot what he was comparable to. Somebody did a comparison to him, but he did not do badly. He performed well. Is it cold in Canada? You sound like you have a cold. I don't have cold. I have allergies. I have allergies. I don't have. I didn't take my allergy medication this morning. It's 5:30 when I woke up, and I couldn't find it, and I didn't want to make a loud noise in the house. So I was like, okay, let's just forget it. Let's just roll. Let's roll the cameras. Let's go. Who goes well with Geo? I just got him. What do you think? Geo's great. He's probably the best epic in the game still, and I think 4 out of 5 people will agree that he is the best epic in the game. 4 out of 5 people, I think, will agree that. This. Look at this mess. I'm actually winning. That's impressive. My first team's losing? Oh my goodness, my first team cannot buy a win. This guy cannot buy a win against me. Level 96. Level 96 and go 4. What is this guy playing here? Oh, he has everything. He has Commodus, Nice, Siegfried. He can't beat my rest of my teams. But he can beat this first team. Oh, I have Tormund here? Why? Why do I have Tormund? He's no good. Yeah, let's run Embers. Embrius should be pretty good there. Is he geared up? He is geared up. Yeah, both these guys have super annoying passives. Gonna go just grind down people. That's kind of the idea. And then you have to go through the UDK. And these teams are fine. Okay. Hey, Jackalmere. What's up, man? Christian. How are you too? How's everybody? Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I'm missing chat a little bit. Try to build a Fahrenheit Hard 10 team for Marius missions. Yeah, not easy. If you don't have Newt, it's going to be very difficult to do it quickly. However, it can be done. I would say, it really depends on your roster, but it can be done. It's just you need the right epics or you need Newt. But I recently had to build somebody's Fahrenheit Hard 10 team. They had 2 Newts, but their gear was not good enough to make like speed Newt teams. So we had to run the Newts basically as turn meter drops. So it was, not ideal, but it had to be done. All right, Sacred Shard, let's go. Let's pull 3 ancient shards here for fun. Sorry, that Geomancer question. It really depends on your roster and where you're using him. Geomancer is one of the best epics in the game. It really depends where you're going to use him. You pulled Toshiro. Well, I was happy to get another mythical, but since Hydra Clash is kind of dead, and in Chimera he doesn't open more trials than Marius, for example, what is his use? Clash score. Yeah. In my opinion, it's Toshiro is one of the best damage dealers for Chimera. And I think he does open up some trials, depending, right? Like he has Leech, like a DPS with Leech is pretty strong. I'm not too sure with Toshiro teams in general because He's a mythical, and I don't really like do a lot of research into like mythical comps or anything like that because nothing I can really try myself. Um, or spend too much time to understand. But I'd imagine that since he has Leech, you can make a team around him without the support with Leech. That could help for some trial situations. But I don't see him anywhere else really. Um, yeah, I don't really see him too many places. Let's do our live arena battles first. Make sure everybody's geared up. Yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes that happens. I need another speed champion. It would have been Warlord, but I need another speed champion, like a speed booster or something. Because, like, if somebody takes Sifi, my next best is Sulfurion, but Sulfurion doesn't play well against Sifi, so it's a bit of a bummer. Sulfurion, he is geared up. Okay, play. Hey, what's up, Buggy? You pulled up Gizmat last 2x primals. I have built him as HP based nuker. Yes, I believe that's correct. Hey, Ginger Kid. Are you sick? Not sick, just allergies. Can you show me your nut builds for level 10? I use the same nuts everywhere in the game. So I have the builds on the nuts basically tuned for all my teams for the entire game. I never swap the builds or anything like that. But this build, I have all my newts in similar type builds. Around mid 260 speeds, um, around 350 accuracy. And then this one's in Savage. This one's in Broken Set. A little bit more crit because he's in Broken Set. And I have 3, right? So this one, same kind of idea. A little bit more crit damage in Broken Sets. Originally, I had him in Relentless. And I broke the Relentless set because the Relentless was causing some problems. But all of them are around like this type of build. 266, 267. Like I said, he's like the newts are speed tuned for every single dungeon team I have them in. So throughout the entire game. Did you build either of your 2 pulled mythicals yet? No. I use Aphidus for 1 faction wars. Or 2 faction wars. I put him in a days set and then he did a lot of work. Does Lady Mikage need books to be useful? No, she doesn't. She's actually extremely good without books. You could use her the only thing that really requires books is her ally attack. So if you use her for like Fire Knight Hard 10 and you need her ally attack for whatever reason to be, if you need her on a 4-turn ally attack for like Fire Knight or, Chimera or something, or Hydra, then yes, she'll need books for that. Otherwise, she doesn't need books. It does help, an arena makes it easier to build stats on her, but not crazy necessary to have books. I ran my Mikage without books for a long time. Hmm. It's gonna be kind of tough. Hmm. So let's see. He banned Sifi. Arima is a good pick. He can go here. Gizmat. Gizmat comes in, blows stuff up. I'm not afraid of getting locked out, but Arman's is scary. I think if we can, yeah, I think if we leave Harima, we don't beat this team like ever. But maybe we beat him with one Rotos going off here. That sucks. We lost all the stone skin. That sucks. We actually have wand on the and on Empress too, but okay, let's get to work. Damn fear, eh? Oh, no, that's it. He's done. Yep. GG. That's a good one. Just really want a better soul for Marius. Only a 1 star limited him on my account without top gear. Yeah, I've owned Marius since September. I'm still looking. I'm still building him out towards his 6 star. Only recently did I get his 5 star. I kind of almost gave up. I was like, wow, it's gonna take a year to get his souls. The longest ever, to be honest. Usually it doesn't take me that long. You only use Geo for twins. Seer is more useful. I mean, yeah. At some point you outgrow Geo. Like I use Geo like in every single, like almost every single Hydra team when Hydra first came out, just for damage. And then eventually you outgrow them. But yeah, Geo still very good. If you could choose in which area you use Krisk, what would that be and what build should you use? Krisk is really good against bosses. Especially like because he has so much in his kit, he can handle a lot of different situations. So if you put him against, I think his best spot is still probably Hydra. Um, I mean, dungeon like crawling, he can carry you through basically any dungeon. Chimera, he can be pretty good too, just for like kind of a carry. But there's gonna be better champs like later on, but he's still really good there. For Chimera, it's probably gonna be like, I'm sorry, for Hydra, a hex set makes sense because he has a bunch of AoEs, AoE A1 as well. Um, but yeah, he's just really good. Thanks for mentioning, but who to put Geo? I'm still on normal difficulty and everything and what gear. Geo doesn't need like specific gear until you start using him for specific areas and purposes. Like you could put him in a, for example, curse set so you can apply hex in Hydra, like that kind of works. But usually he doesn't really require any special gear. Just build him up with accuracy and speed and then just stats to survive. You wish Arbase. Yeah, Arbase would be great. Yeah. I was looking at Lamasu as my like extra speed champion. But I don't think I can build like another, you know, really fast champion. Um, like I have 3 champions over 400, and then my 4th champion is like 397 or something. So it's like I don't know if I can build like another champion that needs to go first. You know what I mean? I just don't have it. This guy couldn't wait to pick his Siegfried, eh? Couldn't wait to do it. Are you going for the 5 star? Yeah, I'm gonna go for a 5 star. Like for me, he's a usable champion, and the 5 stars just don't come very often for like, you know, non-spenders. For non-spenders, you just don't get those blessings ever. And if I can spend farmable resources to get something that is basically not farmable for me, then I'm gonna go for it. Um, yeah, like I don't think I would build him out. I don't think I would build him out, like ever, like the soul, because I have so many like other champions that I would prioritize over him. Um, I like Rotos against him. So I think we just banned this Gizmat guy, and then we just try to kill the Sigfrin. It's the Rotos. Loving my blues and epics, and will soon pull the fusion today for the champ chase to get the big stone at 10k. Nice, crats. I went for the 10k as well. Put around 80 ancients, got 3 bad legendaries. Pretty good rates, good points. Kage on 6 impulse set is cracked. She resets her cooldown so fast. Nice. That's really nice. My impulse gear is not the best, so I don't really want to sack too many stats there. Ah, that's your play. That is the play, I see. Hmm. Couple of troublemakers here, right? Like the lockout's a bit of trouble. He banned Sifi, that's big trouble too. Uh, yeah, a little bit of trouble here. Everybody's in stone? Nope, not everybody's in stone. Resisted. Good thing she goes first, I guess. Man. Brutal. Brutal, brutal. Don't want to take any hits. All right, Armans, you gotta save the day. You gotta save the day here. Who are we shutting down? Maybe we save it. There we go. Sir Nick down. He's down. All right, GG. There we go. Do you have any other hobbies besides raid? Good question. Actually, I don't have time for other hobbies. I barely have time to play raid nowadays. With 2 accounts, honestly, barely have time. You know, I used to play. I used to play. I used to be really into playing poker. I played poker throughout my university and college time while I was going through university. Sorry, I played poker throughout university. So I played for a while, and then I guess I moved on to like basically hardcore playing certain games. But I don't really have time for too many hobbies. I used to really enjoy cars, like the car scene and all that. Um, when I was younger, I played, you know, the usual card stuff, like Pokemon cards, Magic cards a little bit, not too much. Um, but yeah, mostly don't really have time right now for too many hobbies. We recently we recently got a house, so we got some properties. So we've been working on like a little bit of the landscaping and stuff. So that's been consuming a bit of time as well, and big learning curve and stuff. So it's been kind of fun. But yeah, right now it's raid, and I guess my hobby is making content. I guess fun making content's fun. Well, Mad Hatter didn't fuse Geo 26 Sacred Ancients. Pretty happy. Yeah, Hatter's great. He's unbelievable, actually. Mayor's Missions, first chapter, Awaken Champion 2-star. Does it need to be exactly 2 or can it be 4? That's a good question. I always assumed it was 2, but I never tried it with the higher one. And I never heard it working with the higher one, but it could. It makes sense that it would, but how should I build Empress? As a damage dealer. So, usually in arena, most of your damage dealers are in lethal stone skin. So that's pretty much what I built mine in. I don't think there's a better build. You could build them in pinpoint lethal. That might work too. Is the epic from the fusion good to use? No, I don't think so. 5-star Rose just showed up in my altar. I have 315 essences. Get it or wait for 6-star Fabian or Armans. Marius also no stars. The 6-star is very impactful, whereas the 5-star is not very impactful for Rotos. So I think you commit to a 6-star first, and then move on to your next 6-star. I think I would do that. Did you see OBV merge with IPR? Yeah, I did see that. I thought that was interesting. Now the new leaders from OBV. I thought it interesting. I don't know the behind the scenes stuff with what's going on there, but I imagine it's for, I don't know, to share resources, like basically players. You're 8K live in Live Arena, and I still use my Luria. Nice. Anti Wukong Richka strategy. Full 6-star for her. Out in Arena, and she turned out great for me. Oh, grats. It's nice to see some interesting, cool picks like that. This looks fun. This looks like a tough time, I think. My hobby is to study for work. After work, don't have time for rate. Yeah. Congrats on the new house. Thank you. Thank you. There's always something to do in the house. There is. It's true. Hmm. I was just gonna ban Armaze and then try to win, but like this guy may be a bit of problems. Hmm. Have to ban the banner guy. Give our guy a chance. With the banner, he gets a little bit of a boost. We don't have a banner on this team. I know he's gonna ban Sifi. He's gonna take his chances versus the Sulfurion. My Sulfurion's 400 speed. But oh, he has Pharaoh on the Siegfried. Interesting. Yeah, should remove his shield. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. All right. Yeah, thanks, guys. Got my Ember and Stone Skin. Instinct. Yeah, Instinct works. He's slow, 230 speed. I mean, we just do what we can with the gear that we have, right? The good thing is he's a mythical, so he doesn't care too much about getting locked out. And yeah, if he's in Stone Skin, he always has a chance to come back and wreak havoc. Are you doing the fusion? Yes, yes, sir. I always do the fusions if possible, or like if I have time, which is usually the case. So this one we gotta deal with Marichka. Marichka's fine. Are you gonna be buying a soul for your nut after you finish Marius? No, nut is very far behind. In terms of like the priority of souls to get. Rhoda's probably not the best versus the 2 force affinity here, but he's really good against Marichka, or he's better against Marichka. Um, so yeah, yeah, he probably I don't know if banning Marius was probably the best ban. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Marius was the best ban there. Because Marius not that great against Marichka. But I guess he's probably trying to protect the Empress a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Too sure. One shot her. Got him. Be tough to break this guy's stone skin. He didn't health swap. It's kind of weird. He's locked out. Kind of need to just get our cooldowns back and slowly finish this guy off. We'll keep the A3. Ah, shit. One shot? Let's go, baby. 300k one shot. Go, baby. You like Empress in live arena? Quick build recommendation, please. This is how I build my Empress. I built him a little bit faster than my other DPS champions just because he has the option to strip. He is in Stone Skin Lethal, which is basically the standard, build for most arena damage dealers. I have him with Wand of Submission because he's going to be a high priority to be sheeped. Obviously, speed's useful for him as well. Get him go a bit faster. Gems. I don't know if the gems are optimized, but I think they are optimized for him. Increase for each dead ally. This mainly because he's probably one of the last champions left because of his passive that brings him back. So, and then obviously the passive brings him back. He gets some extra damage mitigation. And then he deals more damage against enemies with full HP because usually he'll probably go first into them. No blessings yet. He is fully booked. I did fully book him out. Masteries here. I did go down to Helm Smasher. Extra speed, I guess, when he kills stuff. Usually kills stuff pretty good. His A1s are pretty strong. So Retribution, Deterrence. I mean, you could definitely take like Blood Shield for health, or any of the other ones are good too. But that's my build. I didn't build him with accuracy. Just he doesn't need it. He don't need accuracy. The Arbiter's 318 speed, and she's my fastest. Hey man, everybody starts somewhere. It's all good. What build would you advise for Tholen for PvE? He's still gonna run damage set, right? So the best damage set in the game is Merciless. If you can run 9-piece Merciless, he'll just be getting extra turns, doing 35% defense ignore. That's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you want him to deal damage, right? So you gotta put him in ignore defense. Savage works, lethal works, instinct works. Uh, uh guess it's gonna be a speed race. Gonna be a speed race. Oh, do 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 do. I just got my Marius and is 6k defense, 300 crit damage in Merciless, waiting for Soul. Nice. Congrats, man. He is the best. Use my Ember Supreme, KO, go second team and tag team with the Poison Relic. Irresistible Strip, Irresistible Poisons. Oh, nice. Pretty nasty. Yeah, this is an interesting team. Interesting team. I mean, he doesn't have a booster. He's running pretty much 3 damage dealers, but everybody in Stone Skin. He got rid of Sulfurion, which is the way to go through the Stone Skin, so it's a little bit annoying. I can't pinpoint this guy, so I have to pinpoint Fabes here. Oh, sorry, I have to sheep Fabian. Okay, that worked out pretty good. Don't think we need the extra turn here. Yeah, we didn't need the buffs or anything like that, so there we go, GG. Nice. I like gear. Gear is better than whatever we gang. Hey, we went 5-0. It's pretty good. Leaderboard. Yeah, we got pretty good win rate so far. Pick that up. We pulled Thor, Harima, Firo during this fusion. Who do I 60 for Hydra? Man, those are some really good champions. Firo is unbelievable in Hydra. He's probably gonna be the best of those 3. Thor is gonna be a good damage dealer if you don't have damage dealers. Harima can do some work as well. Yo, calm down, Lewis, man. Why'd you take my nice from me right away? It's interesting why people pick mythicals like right away, especially like I don't know, kind of like not everyone's going to have a nice and not everyone's going to take your nice away from you, right? Same thing with Galathir. You could pick other champions first and then save your mythicals to the end. So that's kind of my thinking, but these fights are probably going to be drawn out. So I like to take double revivers here for drawn out fights. And I think last pick, either Rhodos or Embrys is fine. If I get them. Have you tried playing Ethereal Restart? No, I haven't. Nope. Rhodos is a mythical in disguise. He's too good. He is good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He hits hard. Extra turns are deadly. He picked Embrys. Maybe this guy can hear me. So I ban him. I have to deal with Embrys. Guess we go with the Rotos here. We could try to deal with Nice, but I don't really want to deal with Nice. Like, I'd rather deal with Embrys. He's going to ban Sifi, maybe? Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens. I pulled Cavalax and Theodore. I also summoned my Quintus. Who would you prioritize on limited books? So hard to say. Squeezed in there? Oh, supersonic. Oh no, actually not supersonic. We just don't have anybody to. He banned our Armans. We don't have anybody to connect. One stone skin left. Okay. Not good value for him to do the swap. Oh, not gonna be able to kill too many of us, I think. Let's see. Oh, he killed one. Hmm. He does the revive. Okay. I'm surprised he killed Ancora there, but through shields and everything. Ah, A1 Sifi? Or he's gonna try to A1 Rhodos. Mistakes. Mistakes happened. Extra turn, please. Did he trigger? Can't tell if he triggered. I don't think he triggered. Return? There we go. He triggered now. One weak hit. Oh, we still got an extra turn. One more extra turn? Nope. There we go. Got a reviver back. So let's see. Ember's gonna get a turn before me. Unless I do this. Yeah. He can only A1. Looks okay right now. Yeah, it's over. I have the same stats except 240 speed. Hmm. Gear issue. You rate Fabian above Armans. No, I think Armans is better. Armans is better. Um, his stuns are more powerful. And then the sheep lockdown is more powerful. The sheep lockdown goes through like taunt, you know, goes through affinity. Yeah, it's more powerful. Goes through stone skin. Fabian's lockout ability also is not as strong. Like lockout in general is just not as strong. So it's will you give Rosin 6 stars? Well, I think that's what I did. I think I did that on my account. There he is. World's strongest Rosin. I gave him the 6 stars and then I didn't do anything with him. Like a fucking dumbass. I was just like, oh, like I'm never gonna get a 6 star for this champion. Because then like they're so hard to get. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna throw it on him. But I didn't realize like, oh, I could have just sold it for additional resources. But I just felt like that's such a bad conversion. But I think that's kind of what you have to do to boost the speed at which you acquire some of these higher blessings. So I probably should have just sold it. But I don't do anything with my Rosin. Like he could be a faction wars champion. It would be nice if they buffed up his A3 to like a 4 turn cooldown. Because right now it's like, I don't know what it is, 7 turn cooldown or something. Absolutely ridiculous. What is this guy? Armans? Hey Patel, how are you? Happy Father's Day. Yep, happy Father's Day, everybody. Mirrors at 220 speed with Stone Skin is way too slow for Arena. It depends. He should be faster than your fastest champion. Sorry, he should be faster than your fastest damage dealer because he has the strip ability, right? So I would use him as fastest. Yeah, so this is the spot where I get into like weird situations because I lose my Sifi and he takes one of Arman's or Fabian. So this is a weird spot because Sulfuron doesn't go through Sifi very well, and then I don't have a good secondary. So if I had like a Lamasu or something, then it's kind of okay-ish. Like I could pick Arbiter here, but she's not particularly fast. But it's kind of like ban bait too. I could pick her. Yeah, it's a little bit of ban bait, a little bit. A little bit of ban bait, but he's probably gonna ban Fabian like 9 out of 10 times here. Yeah, he's going for it, that's for sure. Stone Skin's not gonna deal with Sulfurion. She can deal with. But we only have one damage dealer here. Maybe he recognizes it. No, he doesn't. Maybe we have a chance. Maybe we have a chance. It really depends on what his gear looks like. We both have a 6-star banner. Really depends what the gear looks like. Nope, we go first. Looks like he's screwed. Well, he's not screwed, but we get to go first. That means his Sifi wasn't faster than our Arbiter. Our Arbiter is 414. We need horse. We need horse to go first. That kind of gives us a chance. Mm, he's locked out, so he can't do anything. So our horse does get to go. Busted, man. Look, like this guy's basically just been sitting here the whole time, and he's just gonna destroy the entire team. Like, watch this. Like, both these guys literally just sat here with their stone skin on. Their whole team got outsped, and I'm gonna go for the win here. I didn't want to do the stun just in case we get locked out ourselves. I'm gonna do it here. Yeah, see, this is what happened. Wanted submission, right? I don't think he got his bombs back yet. Oh, extra turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. Fuck this game, man. Like, look at this. Look at this stupid champion, man. Fuck this game sometimes. Fucking wand. Like, I called it too, right? I was like, okay, I don't want to stun him because I don't want to risk losing to the wand. So that's why I used the A2. And then I couldn't kill him. And then I was like, okay, now we're, racing against him getting his bombs back. And then, I used the stun because I need to cycle back to my skills too. And then, of course, I get stunned, right? Fuck this game, man. Like, the guy's gear is like, it's not even close, right? The gear is not even close, but the champion's so strong. Champion's so strong. Stone Skin's so strong. We can't do anything about it. So, as soon as he gets a turn, we lose basically our whole team. Yeah, it's just annoying as hell. Ancora take the stun. I think Ancora only works off of skills. There was some weird interaction there. With the Ancora and then the wand stunned. I think it only comes off skills. Yeah, pretty annoying. Yeah, that's a little bit of RNG there, right? Marius. Damn. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna ban nice. Give tips to counter Marius in live arena. Make sure you take off all evil eye on your champion so you don't trigger his counterattack. For Marius, I mean for Marius he's still I either face or use Marius like 9 out of 10 fights, maybe more, maybe like 19 out of 20 fights. So he's like incredibly strong. In terms of how to counter him, it's not. Yeah, in terms of how to counter him, it's not that easy. Go faster. He's usually protected by stone skin, so you have to burn through his stone skin or go through it somehow, reduce it. Um, Shields can kind of help, like bolster sets can kind of help soak up damage. Not everybody has like jacked up Mariuses, right? They can go through shields and stuff. Um, there you go. He resisted my lockout. Like here, like I have the shield, but yeah, I got a turn. That's good. Oh, decrease attack, still get there. Decrease attack, still get there. Uh, Surprised I didn't get an extra turn. Yes, the trusty skeleton. The trusty skeleton took him out. Horizon's one of your faction war DPS. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Ice Golem Hard 10 team. I just use Artak. Like I use Artak to solo or I use him with Seer in a Seer team. So that's not it. So I either use this team. So I use 4-man with Artak to solo and 1 food. That's like my faster team. And then my solo with food is just Artak. It's literally just Artak plus 4 food. So my Artak's not even 100% against this guy because it's just going to randomly trigger his thing once in a while. And I think it's because my Artak has too much stats. Like he has too much stats, and then occasionally, like his A1 and stuff will trigger his attack. Hold on, I can't even see him. Okay, here he is. But yeah, he's not even geared out right now. Been using his regen gear all over the place. Yeah, for my event dungeon guy. But this is my stats on my Artak. And this can't solo the Ice Golem because he has too much stats. Like 147 crit damage. Occasionally he's going to trigger the counterattack from the boss, and then you're just going to wipe out. So it is what it is. But I could optimize him further. I just haven't looked too much into it. I don't really do like too much Ice Golem farming nowadays. Sorry, we're going to keep doing this. Hey, happy Father's Day. Yeah. Finally got Quintus. Congrats. Not doing a tiny event out of spite. I feel disrespected the way they handled the epic in the beginning. Yeah, not too surprising, to be honest. Um, you know, I mentioned it. I mentioned it. I was hoping it was not the case, but I did mention it. And I think, we have to remember these things happen, right? And it first happened during the Thor fusion, and it was like, whoa, really? Oh my god. And then it happened again. I forgot. I think it happened during the Noel fusion. Something like that. Noel fusion, and then for the subsequent Sir Nick Titan right after. So I think Plarium knows that when it's a very high popularity fusion, they're gonna do these kind of tricks, right? They're gonna do these fancy tricks on us. So we have to be aware when these things happen. Same thing, like we can just do the arbiter for bait. Like I assume this guy, would definitely be faster than my arbiter, but you never know. And he might ban arbiter too. So he's playing with the lockout. I guess we'll use our only mythical champion to play against the lockout. um, and Core is pretty decent against the lockout as well. Also negative affinity, positive affinity against Carnage. All right, let's roll. Yeah, pretty good champs. Pretty good team. Yeah. So he goes first. He speeds up. You know what, man? I should just like gear my arbiter in like supersonic or something. Because that's kind of like the only time I would use her instead of. Oh, hey Bob. Garo meta. Garo meta. Yeah, soon when they buff him. When they buff her. I did send a bird. I sent a bird to Plarium and I was like, hey, like, look at this champion. You guys gotta do something here. Alright. Health swap. Pretty good. No transform? Oh, that's a shame. No transform there. Eek. Shut down passive. Oh, the passive is off with the Marius. Pretty fair. Damn, Carnage too good. Carnage shut down the Empress passive, shut down the Marius passive. Because like if he triggered his revive, then Marius gets a shot. Maybe could have won the fight, but he had a bit of health left, and then his passive was off, so Necrosis didn't kill him off to trigger his passive. So Carnage won him the fight there. Yeah, Carnage won him the fight. That's a good one. He's probably a stronger account. He's probably a stronger account than mine. Are you planning to spend money on this game? No, I'm never gonna spend money on this game. Literally no reason for me to spend money on this game. Frost and Frostbite to counter Marius, and I know I'm gonna lose the speed race. Works occasionally. Oh yeah, to freeze him? Yeah, that could work. I mean, wand to submission's pretty good too. Like you guys saw what happened when I got wanded. When I got like my Marius gets wanded pretty frequently, right? Because of the stun getting sent back. So, you know, you gotta be careful with that wand usage. Yeah, same idea. We'll go with the Empress here. Play against the lockout. Got the freeze, lockout. I guess we banned the Arbiter. And I guess we're gonna go with the monkey. Monkey plays to get a bit better against Georgid. So it's gonna be what? His Warlord versus our Fabian. Both 6-star banners. But maybe his Gurgo is faster too. I don't know. I don't think his Gurgo is gonna be top speed. My Fabian's pretty fast. He has a bigger aura, 30% versus 28%. I think we have a good shot to go first. Did the game bug out? He picked Marius. Oh, he disconnected. Oh, that sucks for him. Before or after Aphidus meta? You know, Aphidus actually, in my limited playtime with him, he hits pretty decent. He hits pretty decent. His kit is fine. I don't think he's total trash. He's not trash. Actually, he's not trash at all. He's just not as crazy as the other mythical champions. You fused Dolan for the chase before I had 5 epics, and now I can't even have an extra copy. Oh, I see. Which form of R-base is better to book? I mean, you probably want the speed boost one. I do go first. Yeah. Yeah. He disconnected anyways. We beat him in this. He didn't pick the speed aura, so that he disconnected. We went 8-2. Pretty good. 8-2 is pretty strong. Are we even on pace? How much time left? 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Where's our point total? Oh, 600? Oh shit, we're actually behind. We need 1320. Oh shit. We're actually slightly behind. Hmm. Uh-oh. Hmm. I have some extra bags, I think. Yeah, I do. Okay, let's do some more. Hey, good evening, Philippines. Am I late? Nope. It's early for me. 7 a.m. Not quite 7 a.m. right now. Don't you ever have the itch to buy stuff like Xenon or He-Man, or you just invested on the free-to-play thing? I have literally no itch to buy anything in this game. No joke. I have no itch to buy anything. Like zero. I've achieved like basically like the way like my account I can do everything in this game. Like a lot of it is just time. And I've invested enough time like grinding out gear and stuff. Like my gear is good. My gear is good. But I don't have, you know, +4, 6-star everything, which is tons of stats. Like if you have a base champion versus a +4, 6-star something, like that champ has like a ton of extra stats, like 50% extra stats on you. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't have a chance against that champion usually. Um, I'm gonna pick the monkey here just for the speed thing. We could take Carnage too, kind of works, but Carnage is really bad against the block revive here. Okay, that's interesting. We should go first. Regardless of what we do, we should go first. Maybe we just dump Volcanos. Hmm. He has Banner too. That's pretty funny. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of smart. Free gear removal is overdue. I think it's coming soon. Yeah, it's probably coming soon. I think I botched this. I think I kind of botched this up. Good thing the Enfeeble is up, but need to clear that Volcanos. He gets a pick here. He's probably got the. Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay. A little bit surprising. I'm not going to wait 3 turns, so I'm just going to get him back up. Going to stun the Mortu. There we go. There we go. Boom. Yeah, Wukong's no joke. Wukong is no joke. Haven't announced news. Have they announced how the mythical is being released? They haven't. They said there's going to be part of some 10x events, some boosted events. But yeah, it's going to be the first boosted event for a mythical. Fastest champion is 6-star arbiter. She fills the same role, isn't it? Which form of Arbase? So Arbase versus Arbiter. I mean, you can have more than one. You can have more than one speed booster, right? What if they take Arbase or what if they take Arbiter? So if you have more than one, then that's great. Like for me, like I need at least two. At least two. Like CV is my fastest champion. My second fastest champion is Arbiter. But I don't like to use Arbiter because she's not going to win a lot of races usually. So here, like this is a tough one, right? This is a tough one. 6-star banner here. So it's probably a ban on Suzanne. He's probably going to ban my Sifi. And then we'll probably have to take Sulfurion. I don't like the risk. Sometimes the risk against Armans versus Fabian, like the weak hit risk is pretty high, right? Because then you can lose right away too. Oh, it's Busco shot. I think it's content creator. I think content creator. Clearly, free to play and all that stuff, but All right, I'm gonna go for it. I have two books: Ashnar Form 2, Siegfried Form 1, Mikage for 1 or 2. I mean, kind of a tough thing to say, right? Like I don't know what your account is. I don't know what you're doing. You know, like they're different champions, right? I just don't want to tell you like PVE. I mean, like we were just talking about Mikage. Mikage doesn't need books to perform. But if you use her for PVE, ideally you want her ally attack to be booked down. Oh wow, we got him. We got the lockout on him. But she has a cleanse, so she can come back. I would imagine she transforms. Yeah. There you go. Power of mythical champions, guys. Power of mythical champions. I think he has a bunch of sheep. Two sheeps. I don't think we risk it. Just go for the biscuit here. Pretty annoying. Block debuffs. And yeah. GG. Yeah, Crixia is so strong, right? You lock her out. You lock her out, she just transforms and then resets everybody. I'd say that's pretty strong. Doesn't need any crazy gear. Just stone skin. Actually, stone skin didn't really matter there either. Um, yeah, there's nothing we can do. Better champs. Hard faction wars today. Couldn't do Ogre in 14. I mean, I haven't done it. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll struggle. I haven't really cared too much about faction wars, to be honest. I looked at it and I just don't have time to bother like doing it. I can't full auto it, so that's the thing. That's a big thing for me, right? I can't full auto it. The stages are hard enough that they require like attention, so I can't really give it that much attention. You know what I mean? But I have been keeping up with the keys, so I do them every day, and I go as high as I can. And then some levels I actually re-gear and then try to just pass it, but I don't try to go for the 3 stars. I try to go as high as I can. Hey, Ghidorah. How's it going? Spent 10k energy on a dragon tournament, only got 1 mythical chest. Oh my god. Poor guy. Arbor in today's meta is better than Sifi. Yeah, I would say so, sometimes. Sifi's block debuffs is very strong still, and her A1 is very good, right? A1 can win a match by itself sometimes. These two are pretty nasty together. These two. Yeah, these two are very nasty together. Empress and Carnage together. Because then you got the strip, and then you got the all his stuff that he does. Very nasty together. Ah, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have picked Sulfurion here. He's not going to be very good in this situation. Yeah, my bad. I shouldn't have picked Sulfurion. Now I have to commit to removing Sifi. Yeah, this feels like a loss. Feels like a loss. He has a better aura. He has a better banner. It just depends how fast his guys are. Like if his guys are under 400 speed, then we have a chance. But because the bigger banner comes into play, like probably going to be faster than us. Yeah. If he's smart, he goes to Armands. Yep. Yeah, it's over. You have a question. How would you build out Rotos if you had one, but didn't have a good Merciless set for him? Ninja's my best Merciless set, so Rotos is rocking Lethal and Speed. That sounds fine, Lethal and Speed. You basically just put him in your best ignore defense gear, right? He's good because he scales off of HP and attack, so you kind of give him some of the garbage gear, like some garbage gear that you wouldn't use on your other champions, like he would benefit from. So that's kind of a good thing. And he doesn't need to be super fast because of his passive, right? He's gonna get extra turns, but you still want to give him some speed. But you know, if you were to cut one stat, you could cut a little bit of speed off of him. But yeah, lethal set for sure. Stone Skin is not super necessary, but I think Sifi is pretty important here against Carnage. All blacks. Eh, yeah, our Stone Skin losing the Stone Skin here on Marius, that's probably the game potentially. Looks like we'll be okay now. No wand shenanigans needed. There you go. CV speed boost is not better and can be countered by supersonic. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm not saying that he has a better speed booster, but she brings other, other important things as well. But as a speed booster, yeah, CP is not as good as Arbiter for sure. And also the lack of speed aura really makes a big difference too. Consistent hard 10 team with Zinigir, nice. And Zinigir's one that you don't see very often, obviously. You got Sulfurion, can you show a good mastery? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I usually take accuracy on Sulfurion, so I'll show you how mine is built. Can you tell how many Titan points will be included in the Deck of Fate or Hero's Path? In the past, Deck of Fate has been about 150 or 200. So that's probably what you're gonna have to expect, maybe in the second week, because the first 10 days events have already been shown to us, but the back week hasn't been shown, and it's probably going to be a deck or hero in that, plus another summoning event probably. Uh, how much did you spend on your account? I spent $0. I literally spent $0 in this game ever. uh, Mid early game, pull Blizzards. You were 6 stars for overall progress. Blizzard's good. He can be useful for lots of areas. Ogren Tribe, Faction Wars, especially because Ogren Tribe kind of sucks. And then hard Fire Knight. He's actually pretty decent as well, right? Oh man, this is a nasty team. He's got 3 damage dealers and then basically 2 insane supports. And that's kind of like, oh, I don't. He's probably thinking like, oh, I don't need anything else. He just needs like these 2 insane supports, which is kind of true, right? He doesn't need anybody else. Very nasty. Artak and solo Golem. He can do Golem 10. Golem 10 just takes way longer because the second wave, right? The second wave has, I think, cleansers. So it takes way longer. So usually Golem 9 is preferred because it's a little bit faster. Damn, you get to turn before me? Extra turn. Let's go. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Yeah. All right, GG. Picked up a couple more losses here. That's all right. Where are we at? 610. Do we have any more? We have more. All right, let's go. What are your points for the coalition event? Honestly, I haven't really focused too much on it. I think I'm around 5 or 6,000. It's worth building Harima without accuracy. She's more PvE focused. You don't need her in accuracy. No, you don't need her in accuracy. No, she's a damage dealer. For an attack type damage dealer, which is more important, attack or crit damage? It's math. You have to use math to determine which stat you get more benefit from. So that's the short answer of it. Like if you have 10,000 attack, but you have 1 crit damage, like you shouldn't be stacking more attack. I'll say that. So. Oh, this is an interesting combo. Spent 5 secrets on top of my ancients, get the eternal soulstone. Worth it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's hard to get those eternal soulstones, right? So I think it's worth it. The biggest trouble in this, like, it's between these two, right? I think Ember goes first, or we can get rid of cleanser. He has 2 cleansers here, which is a bit of a pain, but okay. Might be okay. Oh, his guys are very slow. Oh man, we got sheep for real? People that use this guy, Frony, like they really like this guy. You know what I mean? So I don't want to underestimate him. This guy's really slow. Like we're lapping him here, right? Big time. I guess we have 2 turn meter boosters. Oh, he has supersonic on. That's interesting. His Frony has supersonic. But yeah, lose his whole team pretty quick there. Yeah, Blizzard is fantastic. Yeah, I think so. He's very good. 7,000 attack, 234 crit damage. Yeah, I think that's a little bit high on the attack. Like that's just me like eyeballing it. He has high base attack, so it's easy to scale up his attack quickly, but it does seem off balance. You have to use math to figure it out. Excuse me. Allergies, guys. Still hate watch my content. It is what it is, man. I think they believe. In the beginning, they didn't believe that I didn't spend, but they believe now. But they don't. They don't legitimize, that I'm free to play. Like I don't. They just think I don't fit into that group, and it's fair. I don't really fit into that group because no one has the same. And then their argument is that I don't have like the free to play experience. People can't experience what I experience. And I was like, okay, well, most people wouldn't play this game the way I play this game anyways. So they wouldn't experience the same kind of progression level anyways. So the fact that the fact that you're using experience as a differential, I don't think is too valid of an argument anyways. But, if they want to do that, then sure. I don't have a typical free to play experience for people. That doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing, and that doesn't mean I'm not, I don't play another account that's fully free to play that still mirrors an end game free to play experience. What you could say is that my early game free to play experience is probably not up to date, which is true. I'm not going to argue that. I haven't made a new account in a long time, but that doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing. Doesn't mean that fundamentals don't apply. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't do okay. So, but there's all sorts of different arguments there, right? This account is a content creator account, so I get perks because I'm a content creator of a certain size. I get benefits from Plarium. So what you see here, the gems especially, is basically saved from, Plarium perks. My other account has 5,000 gems and is, I don't get any perks on that account. Same kind of thing. No 6-star here, so that feels bad. But if you're wondering where resources come from, yes, gems come from Plarium. I get books from Plarium. But if you want to compare it against what my other account has, it has more, but not significantly more. But it's also because I spend way more time on this account, my main account. So we could do faction wars here as well, but I think I'm just going to keep doing arena. Arashi Riptide. I did do a showcase on Arashi. I think his kit is fine. I think his kit works well together. Like it synergizes, he self buffs, he has Veil and stuff. But he doesn't hit hard. That's the problem, right? Like he doesn't hit hard enough. And you need a guy like him to hit. So if he doesn't hit, what's the point of having him? Right? All right, have a good night. See a new set of missions. I think it adds to the game. Yeah, a new set of missions would be great. What I would want to see is probably another permanent fusion. That would be pretty cool. Because they have Rosin, which is hella outdated. They have Mikage, and Mikage has been kind of like a hit for them. Like ever since she was introduced. Like she was introduced like almost 2 years ago, like as a free fusion. So I think she was a bit of a hit. It really sucks here. I want to pick Rotos, but he has an open pick for UDK at the end. So that kind of sucks. I think we'll go with Harima here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm talking about Mikage. Yeah, I think Mikage, the permanent fusion has been a hit, and they benefit a lot. Obviously, they made a lot of events, so they probably benefit a lot financially from them. Yeah, that's a good one. Good dump, I guess. All right. So I think adding maybe another fusion would be good. Like they have mold. Mold is a fusion for people that don't do fusions. So mold, that was good. That's a good touch, right? Good touch. But I think another fusion would be nice. Another set of missions would be nice. Um, you know, I'm not too sure. There's so much stuff to do in this game. I don't want to really think about more stuff to do in the game. Like that's kind of where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard to remove any of this, but maybe we can kill this Empress. Okay, that's good. We could. So Noelle and Galthier cannot, it has enough resistance to stop to stop our Fabian. So it feels bad here. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. Literally the only one that we can CC is Empress. So Fabian's super useless in this fight. I wonder what Nogrog here. He does decreased defense, block buffs on a 3-turn. So when he transforms, he's going to get hit again. We have plus defense. Maybe we can kill him. Yes, that works. That works for us. Okay, now we can lock him out and remove his stuff. Nice. Oh, we have plus accuracy. Oh, we have plus accuracy from Marius. There we go. I think we hold on to that. Sleep this guy for sure. So annoying. He's locked out right now, Galthier. But he can transform, yeah. It's gonna strip bar. Yep. Gotta stop her revive. Turn meter pushback. How about that? Yeah, we got a little bit there. Still locked out. We lock her out. Resisted. Oh, die. There we go. she was gonna get her revive back, and then the whole fight would have just restarted again. So luckily we got her just in time. Mm. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, no, thanks. Appreciate the support. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, we had the chat. I defended myself. Showed all my receipts. I actually got in trouble with Plarium for showing some of the receipts. And people still kind of chirp me a bit, and the people that still chirp me either haven't read the receipts or they don't bother to listen or put the receipts together, right? Because I have like conversations or the reasons why I do certain things. Like people are saying, oh, you hid this info. Okay, so when you tell a new client you have to sign this contract, you can't speak about certain things, and you're brand new, you don't know what the protocol is, you follow the rules, right? You follow the rules. So I followed the rules, and that's why people thought I was holding information, because I was following the rules to hold the information. But people thought that I was doing it like maliciously or whatever. I show my conversations. I got in trouble with Plarium for doing that. Um, and like we had these conversations already, right? So people that harp me still, I kind of just have to like just shake it off, because it's like people that either didn't read the receipts or don't care about reading the receipts and just want to harp me. So at that time, it's better just to ignore. I'm glad I have a lot of supporters, which is great, and really keeps me up, right? So um, yeah, so I just keep doing what I'm doing. I figured that it's bound to happen, right, for one thing or another. But yeah, keep doing what we're doing. Yeah. How can you know when should push faction wars or farming gear and dungeons? You should always do faction wars as much as you can. So basically, when you pull a new champion that you think, oh, this champion's going to be impactful in this faction wars, I'm going to build out this champion. Like you can kind of just do it organically, right? Like, oh, I'm going to build this champion because he's going to help me in certain areas. Like let's say this champion's going to help me in an arena. Um, then you build them out, and then you're like, hey, this champion's going to help me in faction wars. I can use the same champion with the same gear, and it's going to help me progress in faction wars. You can do that like organically, right? As you pull champions and stuff like that. You should always try to push faction wars if you can, especially for like free gear removal events and stuff like that. That's no, as long as you have time, you can do it. Sorry, 1 second here. You stop Commodus. Can't stop both of them. I guess we let him go first. We'll play Ancora for one reviver. Like technically we can stop him. We remove the Arbiter, let him go CP first, and then we can lock him out. But the lockout's just not worth anything. You know what I mean? The lockout's not worth anything against Crixia because Crixia just resets. So we can't really fight him with these two because he has Crixia. Usually we can. But in this case we can't. So this is, I guess, okay. So Lazurius can weak hit against Empress. We do have one reviver. So he's gonna buff. Both our guys can cut in here, and they do. So we can lock them out. That's great. But Crixia comes in and then resets everybody, right? And then Arbiter just keeps doing what she does. See, watch this. Like here's the reset, and then she's gonna boost, and then Lazurius is gonna get a turn. Probably kill somebody here. I don't know. He might not transform. Yeah, he's just gonna strip our stuff. So we're just gonna take their turn meter, which is great. We are going to just transform and kill somebody here, I think. We'll try our best to kill somebody. We'll swap Sifi. Try to kill somebody. Oh! 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 So good. So good. Look, yo, every one of his guys are 6-star blessed. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this guy spends a little bit of money, right, on the 6-star blessings. Oh my god. 6-star mythicals too. That's, you know, this guy definitely spent some decent money to get the 6-star mythicals. Ugh, nasty. Yeah, you should push faction wars all the time. Yeah, especially in the beginning, you need the perception material to craft perception. Perception is such a good set, right? So, especially in the beginning, it's only a 2-piece set. Very useful. So you definitely push faction wars when you can. Never seen Nogrog before in LA. He got buffed recently, so, but that's the first time I've seen him as well. Got any guides to complete without all 60 in full gear? Invest is insane. I mean, you don't need to. You just need to have the right mix of champions. A stun set would be useful. So you have a stun set that you interchange between, you know, all the teams that you have. Like, you know, 1 or 2 good stun sets, or at least just fast stun sets. You can put it on AoE damage dealers. Or no, sorry, AoE champions, not damage dealers. And yeah, a lot of it's just gonna be manual play. You're gonna have to, you know, grind your way through it, man. Like sometimes, like, you know, my first Night Revenant clear on 21, it took me 90 minutes. It took me 90 minutes to do it. And I was going to run up against a turn meter. I had the boss swap health on me 5 times, and I had no DPS against the boss. So what I did was basically use a destroy set, and I destroyed enough HP from him so that when he swaps HP, his HP was reduced enough that I could kill him. Otherwise, I didn't have enough DPS to kill him from full HP. So the destroy set that destroyed his max HP slowly was the way I defeated that boss, but it took 90 minutes. So, you know, it's whatever you find is fun, right? Whatever you find is fun. Sometimes like those challenges are fun. Epic fusions? Yeah, epic fusions would be great. Even if yeah, you're right. Permanent epic fusions would be great. You're right. And it would give, you know what? And it would give people a reason to look out for rares, right? If you had more rares that were useful, like that could be fused into epics, that would allow people to have more access to be able to do things like champion chase, right? So yeah, that's as good. That's a good suggestion, I think. That's a really good suggestion. Permanent epic fusions, more of them. It give people a reason to look out for rares, especially non-void rares, because no one gives a shit about non-void rares. And then it gives people, you know, some more chance of finishing off champion chase events, right? Because then you can save up for epics. Yeah, I think that's a good suggestion. I like Embress here as well. I like Rotos, but we're going to save them to the end. Pick 1 Reviver. Passive damage reduction? Yeah. The same kind of thing here, right? You got 3 damage dealers and 2 really good supports. Here, it's going to be really tough to pick Rotos, but I think I'm still going to take Rotos. He's just too good. He's too good. And then you have to get rid of Harima. Harima is too good against Rotos. Okay. We'll take our chances here. Like, the biggest fear is the Sigfriend with the A1 ally attack from Marichka. That's the scariest part of this team. We're not scared of Sifi's A1. We're not even scared of the revive. Not really scared of Marius. But this Sigfriend A1 with Marichka's A1 is the scariest part. I'm gonna dump him. There we go. Could do some swapping. Swap the stone skin. Don't think I'm gonna risk it. I think I'm just going to transform here and then maybe try to kill off this Sifi. That would be nice. Or maybe block revive. Block revive the Marichka. It's gonna be tough. Let's try. Oh, pretty close. That's pretty strong hit. She has strengthen on too. Pretty strong hit actually. All right, so it's Siegfried versus the world here. Can't kill everybody. Yeah, he can't kill everybody. That's the thing. Oh, that counterattack could have probably did us in there. Shit. Oh, baby, the stun. I can't go through the can't go through the block damage. I can't kill Marius. That's the thing too. I guess I can block revive, but bringing back the reviver is kind of just GG. I think we have our passive revive still. I think we still have the passive revive. Okay, there we go. We played it. We played it correctly. Because we can't kill Marius. If we kill Marius, then he revives the whole team. I know we can block revive the Marius, but we don't want to deal with the two supports, so worked out pretty good. Perception is useful forever. You know what? Perception has definitely fallen off for me personally. It's probably because of the 9-piece sets. It's because of Zeal, Impulse, Pinpoint. Like some of these better sets, right? They're coming in and then they're replacing Perception. But Perception is still, solid, but it's getting replaced. Never would have found your account. I probably would have given up by now. Okay. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, don't give up. Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. I try to show people how to play without, play efficiently, right? Or use destruction gear to beat Amius all rotations. There you go. That's using your brain. 3 hours to beat Orcs 21 because of the shit health swap. Yep. Been there with you. Same with Faceless. Yep. War Maiden is offended. 3 weeks trying to beat Undead. Oh, 21 because I have no revivers. Finally did it. See, like something like with, yeah, congrats on Lydia. Something like, crazy challenges in this game. When you beat them, you feel so good. Ah, man. Like, and it's usually PvE content. Like when you beat, like when I beat Bommel for the first time, I was just like so happy. Like it took, I don't know, 6 months because I didn't have the champions. I didn't have the Crimson Helm. I didn't have Bogoths for heal teams. I didn't have high resistance teams. I just couldn't beat Bommel for my life at that time. And I knew if I beat Bommel, I can go to 120. I can finish off the tower, no problem. But I couldn't beat Bommel 90. And the first time I beat him, I was so happy. And then Night Rev. The Night Rev 21 was a slog. That was a slog. That was a test. That was a will. A test of will for sure. Same kind of situation here. You can't pick Sulfurion against Marichka because she has that passive really good. So see what happens. Empress is pretty good. We use Empress quite a bit today, and he is pretty good. Take a look at Empress. Yeah, sure. I showed him. He's just in lethal stone skin, so those are 2 sets. His stats are pretty good, given that he has no blessing or anything like that. 10 rares decked out for secret rooms. I gave up on those secret rooms. After I was finished the Ramontu missions, I was like, yeah, forget it. I'm not going to do this. Because it required like manual play, and I just don't have time to manual for a little bit of like resources that I just don't really need. So he's going for the block revive. I mean, we go first. We go first. I don't know if that's going to help against the block revive here. I really just want to get rid of this guy. It's going to be a long fight because Marichka plus second reviver. So long fights, usually Arman's wins, right? Or Arman's creates so much problems that he can win the fight. Yeah, that's good ban, I guess. Lucky weak hits? Yeah, once in a while you gotta get lucky. Once in a while. But I think Empress did have the revive passive still. So even if he killed him, he would have came back, but then we would have been low turn meter. How should I calculate damage for attack? So what you could, like the easiest way to do it is basically take your damage percentage and then you multiply it by your crit damage and then you get like a number at the end and then you just compare. So you take attack, multiply by crit damage, and then you get a number. And then you switch the values around, attack, and then you do it again. Attack versus crit damage, and then see which number is higher. Whichever number is higher at the end, then you pick that one. Yeah, we didn't get a turn, eh? He can't transform. He's locked out, so that's good. He's locked out on the Empress. If he transforms, Marius is going to kill him. I think we're looking pretty good here. He's locked out, so he can't do anything. Yep, he transforms, so Mesimo dies. So it's, yeah, Empress versus the world. L swap, that's pretty cheeky. Nasty stuff. Nasty, nasty stuff. You know what I mean? The hell swap, that's pretty nice. Hell swap was pretty nice there. All right. This time we got 5 straight wins, so that helps a bit. Yeah, sure. Empress. Here's Empress. Stone Skin lethal. Yeah, 294 speed. No blessings. A single 1-star blessing, and this guy's over 100k HP. So. Always give suggestions? Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, happy Father's Day. Yep, happy Father's Day, guys. How does one participate in your videos, 2x primals? I have a Discord. I usually make the call out for any kind of participation. If I'm doing like, usually I only do like call outs for like kind of bigger events that I feel like the community would most likely be interested in participating in, like usually 2x events during good events. So for example, 2x primals with the boosted primals, 2x ancients versus a chase. I'm not gonna just go do like 2x ancients just for the hell of it. Like during a chase, during a fusion, I think is pretty good value. But usually through my Discord. So I can grab the link to my Discord. And yeah, you guys, if you guys want to, you know, reach out to me like outside of YouTube and stuff, through Discord is the best. That's my personal Discord. You can hop on in. We do giveaways and stuff every month, twice a month usually. So as a content creator, Plarium gives me stuff to give away. You know, I don't have to, but I give it away to my community usually. So you guys can join that, join my giveaways. We do, you know, the call outs. It's usually one every 2 weeks. We also do, we have a takeover channel that where I do takeovers, takeover applications. And then I usually pick one. It's more like, it's not really a full on takeover because takeovers take forever and is always dependent on the account and so forth. So it's more like I hop in, see what's going on, give you a little bit of advice. It's more like coaching almost. Not often will I go in and fix things, but sometimes I do. So anyways, I have a channel for that, for takeover stuff. I do paid takeover services. So I do that. You just have to DM me with whatever you need. But yeah, check out my Discord, guys, and we can connect there. Let's see what else. Perception is still your most used pieces. I don't know. You can have a look. I don't think I use perception that much, actually. Like, you can have a look here, right? Like, where is perception? You got 9-piece merciless, 9-piece merciless, broken sets. You got feral set. This is a nothing build. That's a stun set build for faction wars. You got lethal stone skin. You got merciless zeal here. You got supersonic stone skin. You got stone skin lethal. Full, like, 6-piece stone skin. This is, just lethal savage. Lethal cruel. You got merciless impulse, lethal stone skin, nothing, 9-piece merciless, supersonic stone skin. So I'm like, what? How many champions deep now? 24 champions deep. I haven't seen a single perception piece, guys. So on my top 24 blessed champions, I haven't seen a single perception piece. Artak, he's in Regen Immortal. Even Blizzard was in Regen Immortal. This guy's nothing. Ayasu's in 9-piece Merciless. Relentless Impulse. There we go. Our first perception piece. After like 30, like how many rows is that? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8th. On the 8th row. So 30 champions deep. We find our first perception piece. So, like I said, perception's fallen off for me. I just don't use it anymore. I have tons of it. I have some good stuff. But I just don't use it that much anymore. But it's very important for progressing through the game, especially in the beginning. I can't beat Fire Knight Hard 10 because I don't have Newt and I don't have any other champions that does it. No mirrors for me until I pull one. Some epics can do it. It just takes a long time. So, like, for example, like Neldor, Yukaro can do it. Yukaro's very good. He has a freeze, decreased speed. He helps with waves. He doesn't require books for the freeze, but he does require books for a decreased speed, which is very important. And he's basically free. You get him from a shop, right? You collect him. He's very good. You can bring ally attackers. Fat Man works. Fat Man's not the best because he's not a full team ally attack, but he can work. Cold Heart can still do some work, but it's going to be tough to get through the waves carrying a Cold Heart around. But if you have some good legendaries like Marichka or something, you can keep the train going, right? World Painted just cleared hard. T18, nice solo. First time using her and I love her. World Painted, yeah, she got a lot of heals. Any lizards 21 was the hardest. This game wouldn't give me any lizards except all the rares. A Broadmaw was in my 21 team, yeah. Worst faction is Skinwalkers. Skinwalker is actually pretty strong for me, man. Skinwalker is lots of really strong champions. Yet Seize early. I'm 11 months in. I think he's amazing. Does that make me evil? I don't even know what Seize does. When are you going to fuse Tholin? Take care, Patrick. Tholin, not too sure. I mean, I'm going to do it whenever, but how much time do we have on Tholin? We have lots of time, right? 4 days. I'm short 2 rares. Short 2 rares. That's going to come from the Dungeon Diver. That's going to come from the Gear Enhancement event. And Classic Arena. Oh, there it is. There's one. So I'm short 1, and that's going to come from the Gear Enhancement event. And then I think Gear Enhancement event. And then I can skip the Fire Knight. I can skip the training. I can skip the Dungeon Diver. The problem here is that these Titan events Titan points are locked in here, and I'm gonna go for the 5-star. So I think, but the Dungeon Diver I can do with Event Dungeon, so that's not totally wasted. This training event, I mean, this is 10. This is 10 essences. That's a lot. And I need to build up my essences again. So I mean, I probably will do this. Training. So bad. Training, dungeon diving, and then I'll skip like basically like the lowest value stuff. I'll skip the Fire Knight, and I guess I'll skip, I don't know, maybe the gear enhancement. I don't know. Do you think Diana, Gloom-Piercer, or Morag could work hard one? Oh, the ally attack. I don't think I don't think they're that good. They don't bring enough, right? They just bring the ally attack. Where's that Diana girl? Decrease defense, ally attack. It's only a it's only 3. So her plus 2. Crit rate, crit damage on this champion. I don't think she brings enough. Like, I'd rather just use like a Code Heart for a quad hit. But I mean, if that's your only ally attack champion, I guess that's better than no ally attack champion. And then what was the other champion? Diana, Morag. Oh yeah, Morag. Oh shoot. Ignore shields, strengthen. Same kind of ally attack move. I mean, she seems a little bit better than Diana with the strengthen on the team. I mean, I guess it could work. It could work. But on hard one, you don't necessarily need ally attacks. You just outstat the content, right? Oh, this is gonna be tough. Provokes. I don't want to grind it out. I don't want to grind it out. Shadowkin, I think I have a pretty good Shadowkin squad here. Beat all your champions alive at all times. Alive at all times. Don't think everybody's geared out. Yep. Riho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think Ninja sits. We'll try this one out. Why not? Oh. Move Ninja. Put Karato in. Karato has block active skills, which is actually pretty. I think he has block active skills. Pretty rare kind of thing. This wave, this guy is super annoying. The Eric's, lots of healing here. Aphidus can be very annoying too. Kill off the Eric's first. Stun you, because you're super annoying. Can we kill her? Come on. There we go. All right. Looks like we're okay here. Okay on the first wave. Everybody needs to be alive, right? So, all right. Is she immune to stun? No, she's immune to, in her first form, is she immune to stun? I don't remember. Bunch of negative affinity stuff here. Might be immune to stun. Sleep. There we go. Forget sometimes. Sleep. There we go. Look how crazy Mikage is, man. When I first got Mikage, I was like, wow, this champion's so good. Changed my account. And like, she is good. She's good. Like for PvE, she like dominates. All right, this wave. Can't get through this UDK here, so I really want to kill off this Rhodos or the Sifi. Let's even kill this UDK. Oh man, easily. Provoke. Oh no, no! Look at this. That's tough. Tough. Hmm. That's tough. That's a tough one. Rose just one shots the Karato, but tough one. Like we don't really need Karato. Taragi? Maybe Taragi is like a little bit harder to kill. Kind of what I'm thinking. Fourth gear enhancement coming soon. Got me begging for silver. Oh my goodness. Only out attacks I have are Morag and Diana. I think Morag's a little bit better, but like I said, you can just try to outstat the content. You can't die. Why such strange wording? Plarium has very inconsistent wording. Very often we complain about the wording in some of the text, and they have to fix it. They actually go in and fix it. Very good gear. Barely wins, takes 4 minutes. Lanathro, Podrig, Nut. I would like a CC to make a nut-free team so we see the stat requirements. Yeah, yeah, it's possible. The Fire Knight is 250 speed, so if you're running double ally attack, the ally attacks need to be pretty fast, like 300 plus, like even 350 plus. So like the team that you guys saw me use, like the Fire Knight Hard 10 team, like it's speed tuned to work, but my ally attackers are super fast, right? Like my fastest ally attacker is 370, and you need that to basically line it all up, like it's speed tuned, right? So yeah, 10 is tough. You need decreased speed if you don't have those crazy speeds. And yeah, not everyone can hit those stats, right? Fudge. Everyone wake up. Damn it, that didn't work. Okay. Try this. Let's see what the triple hit does to Aphidus. Okay, there we go. That works. Cycling back. Here we go. Plarium can't spell? Yeah. Kind of wild, eh? Try that again. She's immune to stun. Super annoying. But she doesn't transform on the first. Doesn't transform. I'm gonna save this for the last stage. Oh yeah, she's immune. Wait, is she immune? Sleep? Maybe resisted? I didn't see. This one's not going as smoothly. Okay. All right. Slowly A1 her down. And then we're going to set up for that last wave. Okay. Okay, we need to not trigger the Rotos. Okay, everybody's stunned. Perfect. I'm just going to A1. I'm going to save the triple hit for Rotos. Ally protection. Decrease defense. Oh, magical. This one works, I think. Terminator pushback. Okay, so we can ally attack here, kill him, and then we can kill off Sifi after. I think we'll do that. Transform, ally attack into the Rotos. I think either one works. I think Rotos probably dies a little bit easier. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're good. I think we're good here. Make sure she dies. Yeah, we're good. Like a little puzzle. It's like a little puzzle. We gotta figure out. But yeah, we're lucky that obviously we have tools, right? We have tools to do this. Otherwise, like this would be like super difficult. Here we go. All right, on to the next. It's this one. Defeat 10 enemies while your champions are under perfect veil. Don't think that's gonna happen here. Ninja. That's it. Ninja Oboro. uh, Watching with my two sons, they think it's so cool that you talk to us. Will you say hi to them? Hi to them, please. Their names are Noah and Bo. Hey, Noah and Bo, how are you? Hopefully, you guys are having a great Father's Day with your father here. Take care of him. Take care of him. Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah. Don't want to ask too many personal information, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, 6-star Harima Soul, but no Harima to put it on. That's tough. But when you pull her one day, it's gonna be nice. How do I subscribe for your free account takeover? You have to go to the account takeover channel in my Discord and then just apply. There's a form. Longbeard, Fatman, Creoldin, Yakaro, Pan, could pass 10. Maybe with insane stats. You'll deal no damage to the boss. That's the thing. You would deal no damage to the boss, which means it'll take forever to kill the boss. Which means the boss has more time to come out of his, get his get his shield back up. Fire Knight faction war hard because we want all glyphs. Having stipulation on every stage is just asshole. I mean, the stipulation is just to acquire. That's just to acquire Polara, right? Polara. So if you don't, if you're not in a rush to get Polara, then it doesn't matter to you. Like if you're not rushing to get Polara, right? It doesn't matter that much to you. Like you're still getting the glyphs. You're still getting the higher glyphs. Still getting the materials. But you have to push up high, right? Sorry, I have to focus a little bit on my other account as well. I spend like 90% of my time on my main account, and it's been getting a little bit more difficult to spend time on the second account. Just because, yeah, time gets chewed up pretty quick in a day. Hey, happy Father's Day, Dom. Does everybody need to be in perfect veil? I think it's just one champion that needs to be in perfect veil that does the killing. So the champion that does the killing needs to be in perfect veil. But I'm not too sure. Not too sure. I didn't test it myself, but that's how it reads to me. Only counted ninjas A1. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, forget it. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Yep. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. 9:28 and 9:45. Faction War soon. I'll be doing Faction Wars hard. All right, congrats. Congrats. Now it feels good to get Lydia, man. Lydia is she's like how many years old now, but she's still very good. All right, hold on. I need to transform. That's what I need to do. Stop this. Stop that shenanigan there. Need a heal. We can need to kill this guy. We could save the stun, but I'm just gonna try to kill her off here. All right. I don't really care. I don't really care about 3-starring. I just want to keep progressing. Get these keys out of the way because I can only play for maybe like another 30 minutes. And I need to do a bunch of dailies and stuff. And still like Ogryn tribes. I can't I don't think I think I'm stuck. I think my Ogryn tribe team like is not it's just not strong enough. I have stock. I could use stock. But honestly, I don't think it's strong enough to like full auto this stuff. So at this point, I kind of just like, I just like I 3-starred all the way up to the boss, and then I 3-star after the boss. Yeah, we can try. We can try it, but I think I'm kind of stuck in terms of overall team strength here. You just go full auto, see what happens. Arima? She's in lethal stone skin. I'll show you the stats after. She's good. She's built well for a live arena. Like this run's already over, right? Like this wave. Yeah, they're just not built out to play, and I don't have time to build them up to play. So this is my Harima build. But yeah, she's built to play here. Usually she'd run a cat's gaze. I give her a cat's gaze. But I was using my cat's gaze on my event dungeon champion, so Seer. Seer is getting it right now. And I use Wukong more than Harima, so I gave my Wukong my cat's gaze. He is kind of specced out in I was doing the solo build on my main account, or my live account, sorry. And I couldn't get the solo Wukong build for the event dungeon team like working because my Wukong is missing a couple gems. Like it's missing 2 of the quick strike gems, and that is the difference maker for the build. So it feels kind of bad. How do I get? Okay, here we go. What? I want to see the gems. Pouncing strike. Yeah, there's one called quick strike, and it's 10% extra damage if the enemy hasn't taken a turn yet. So I had 2 of those on the test server, and my Wukong was able to have surplus damage to clear the boss in one hit. But on the live server, I don't have those quick strike gems, and that's basically causing me to fail because there's a little bit of variance when you hit, right? So the little bit of variance is causing me to fail. So I can't build the Wukong team on my event dungeon team. So I have to run basically like the Geomancer team. which is quite. It can be slow. It can be inconsistent for time. So I don't particularly like it, but I mean it works. We have to do a bunch of stuff here. Silver keys, Curse City. Where am I at on Curse City? I guess we can do some arena again. Like at this point, I just kind of like full auto stuff. First part of stipulation across all factions. How am I supposed to kill Ogre and Boss in 100 and 150 turns? Barbarian was easy because we have 999 barbarians. Yeah, it's true. I mean, some of them are super hard, right? Because then, you just don't have good enough champs in those factions, and it's gonna be super hard. So, uh, Blizzard is mega in Faction Wars. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good. But yeah, we weren't really built out or anything like that. So, he sees Ogun tribes. Oh man, this was a mess. Shouldn't have brought this team versus that team. Maneater and Prundar. Yeah, Maneater definitely seeing a lot of use for sure. Ugh. I don't want to lose too many points. I don't want to lose too many. My account's not strong enough where I can just like just go full auto and expect to come out ahead. Obviously against mysticals and stuff, not strong enough for all that, but let's kill this guy first. Shut you down. Oh, that was a mistake. There we go. Quick strike for Siegfried. Yeah, I mean, yeah, anybody that goes first with quick strike is gonna be good. Looking at Brugard. Brugard is actually decent. Brugard is decent. I think he comes with a cleanse, right? Cleanse, turn meter boost. So he has some useful stuff in his kit for sure. What is this? Seize. Seize is gonna be pretty good against Rhodos here. Gear Grinder. I built Gear Grinder. Yeah, he was in my Faction Wars 21 back in the day. Look at that resistance. Ah, feels bad, man. Oh my goodness. Nice. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Damn, this UDK, man. UDK is pretty strong. Ugh, enfeebled. Ugh, pretty strong. Damn. Damn this Marichka, man. I was late to stream. We'll go back and watch the first Father's Day stuff. Y'all take care. All right, sounds good, man. Take care, Dave. Biggest problem with Faction Wars normal skinwalkers, demon spawn, acquire Mr. Reviver. And now in hard there is one or two factions I can get rewards in. I mean, it's gonna be a work in progress, right? It's just you get whatever you can based on whatever your account has, right? Sometimes just nothing you can do. Could go for a lockout here. Come on, get there. There we go. So much stuff happening. Locked out, feared. Okay. Damn. Our man's man, he's a menace. Uh, yep. Wasn't there some kind of I thought there was some kind of bug where Empress doesn't hit through UDK or something, like a double hit or something. I don't know. I thought there was some kind of bug. Oh shit. There we go. All right. Turn meter siphon on is underrated. Yeah, you still gotta build. Yeah, you gotta build accuracy on him, but yeah, that'd be good. Quintus for Hydra Arena compared to Tholen Thor. I think Quintus would be under Tholen and Thor for Hydra. Quintus has a pretty good A2 where he ignores passives and stuff, so it's a little bit special. I think Quintus would probably be a little bit more used than Tholen for Arena. Although Arena Tholen can be used, and I think Thor can be used too, but I think none of them are particularly like special. I guess Thor has the he can go through block damage, which can be useful. But yeah, they're not like general picks, right? They're like more um they're more picks that you would do in situations, like situational picks. So you know what? We're gonna try to take advantage of this Sifi here. You got a 5-star Cleo Terex. Is she any good? No, she's not gonna be any good because she's in a really good faction with skinwalkers and stuff, and they have lots of DPS. Cleo Terex just not a very good champion. I think she's a little bit outdated. I think she has a 4-turn hex, and that hex needs to be a 3-turn. I think like just to be real, like kind of up to date with the standards of today. Yeah, the hex needs to be on a 3-turn. But yeah, I think even for faction wars, she's gonna be outclassed pretty often. Oh my lord! Just shut down the Wukong here. Shut down the Empress, I guess. Don't know if I can kill her with the A3 with no buffs. Deal turn meter. Oh, resisted. No. All right, CP buff into AoE. Let's go. Boom. Squish. All right, fully locked out. I think he survived. I think the passives. Oh no, wait, no, the passive wouldn't save him there. Yeah, my bad. Okay. There's the passive. Freya's passive. I guess would protect Rizura, right? He has the highest crit damage. Kill him off. Kill her off. Kill him off. Need more shields and steal stuff. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's it. It's for that one. I feel like my account is pretty great champ quality, but my gear holds me back. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case with most people accounts. Like, obviously, the most fun thing you can do in this game is, pull champions, right? So people like to do that a lot, and then usually the stuff that is not fun in the game, they don't do a lot of, which is, rolling gear up, using ores on gear, grinding, stages that take, 5 minutes each, manual play, stuff like that, like Cintranos and stuff. So, doing Hydra, right? Like sometimes, those are not fun areas, right, to be in. So, and those are the areas that have the best gear in the game, right? So if you don't spend the time to farm the best gear in the game, you have all these champions, but you have no gear. And that happens a lot. That happens a lot, actually. So, there we go. And I think that's a trap, right? That's a trap that a lot of people kind of fall into, is that they spend money, get all these champs. They have a great account full of great champions, but they have no gear. And then their account underperforms. And then they don't want to do, the stuff that, they don't want to do the stuff that can make their account stronger, which is grind gear, right? Because that's tedious. It's not as fun as pulling champions. And then, and then they kind of give up at some point, right? You just, oh, this is no fun anymore. And then they just give up. So it happens. That would be a tough spot for him. Yeah, that would be a tough spot too. In Way into Wukong. Whatever. The other two teams work fine. Also, with limited books, what Empress form is priority? Personally, like damage dealers need to do damage to be useful. So I would say damage, but let me double check the book allocation for him. I don't remember exactly where the books go. Oof. Whoa, Lazuria's probably protected, probably saved Wukong there from the Inithway. Get this stupid stone skin. Ugh. Oh, survived. There we go. Break through that. Give me that Wukong. A2, let's go. Boom. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. This guy's still in stone skin. Cannot save you. Boom. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, allergies. Okay, nice. She's locked out too, so that should be GG. There you go, got her. Yeah, should be over here. Watch these guys go squish. Squish. There you go. All right, one more. It's still doing good for Curse City and Doom Tower. Um, he might perform okay against some bosses, like some of the Doom Tower bosses might be okay. And his A1 is good. His A1 is good. His A1 is good. So even if he's just using his A1, it's pretty strong. Your best faction now is Knight Revs, Queen of Hearts, Crixia, Calvlax, Darth, Whisper, Golden Reaper. Nice. Those are good. Yeah, good top end. Just wait until you have Gizmat if you want to clear Ogrins. Oh, yikes. Wait 10 years, I guess. Your 1.5 month play, Nightmare 2 Keys, Arbiter Part 4. Is it good or bad? I mean, that's great. That's great. Like, I don't know. If you spent money, then sky's the limit, right? If you spent money, then progress would come a lot easier. If you're free to play, like that's pretty absurd progress, I would say, in a month and a half. So yeah, congrats. Fully built my Marius in lethal and realized he doesn't hit as hard as not. To be fair, not booked. What's an estimate of stat threshold needed to hit damage cap? That's a good question. The big thing about Marius is crit damage. Obviously, the max HP damage dealers, you want crit damage. Marius is not going to hit as hard as Nut initially, but Marius's skill comes back quicker. So you're going to be doing more damage over time, more likely. Yeah, and then stacking ignore defense on your Marius, of course, to try to hit the cap a little bit easier. But in terms of like stats, like if you had lethal gear, like if you have defense ignore percentage, you probably want close like 250 plus, 250 crit damage plus, I would say, would come pretty close. But ideally closer to 300, then you should be okay. Sorry, let me check that Empress priority. I had a comment about that. Yeah, see, like this move, you can use this move without books hitting it because you don't need the cooldown because you're probably just going to use it once. Ignore resistance is nice, but that's only if you want to do the swapping, the debuff swapping. The stone skin happens regardless of accuracy. So that's a crazy thing about his kit. So his first form, you don't need to book. So if you have limited books, just put it into a second form so you can deal damage, right? Like here you get 10, 20, 30% damage on his A1. You get 20% from one book in his A2. And then you ideally don't want to land any books in here because you're probably just going to use it once. So you want, if you have 4 books, you want them all to go in here, his damage dealing skills. But honestly, you can probably work without any books. Like use this skill once, you don't need to cool down. Use this skill probably once, and that's it. And then, but the damage helps, right? The damage helps. I don't have Tholen pulled on my account yet. So I'm not going to build him out or anything like that. Like he's still here. I'm still working through the last bit of events. I got lots of wiggle room, so I'm not too worried about stuff. I'll just do it slowly. Let's pull some shards here. Actually, we got to pull 3 champions. Maybe we get some luck here. We got to pull 3 ancient shards. sometimes like if I feel like really gambly, this is what I do. It's like, oh, the 3 champion mission, I'll pull 3 of the boosted shards and see what happens. Sometimes I get lucky. Hey, I got lucky, I got epic. And this is kind of like my limit, you know. There you go. That's it. I'm done. No more pulling shards. But also like ancient is just so low value for me. It's just nothing really, not a big deal. The ancients, like I wouldn't pull primals. Like I wouldn't pull 3 primals off of event or anything like that. Like, you know what I mean? What artifacts are usable on Tholen? He does he does up to 50% ignore defense. You can put more ignore defense on him. That'll be the best because you want as high ignore defense as you can. How are you going with faction wars? Would be a good topic for a vid. Which factions are the worst? Which ones are the strongest? Like Ogrins have a rare reviver. Bannerlords are junk. I did do like a pretty extensive like faction wars like overview and what champions to look out for and all that. So I covered that quite a bit for the hard faction wars. I find that I spent a lot of time and effort like compiling some information on the factions, and there's a lot. There's a lot of info, and I don't think it hits a lot of people. You know what I mean? So it's not really like a high priority thing for me to do like for content. It's just really high effort, and not a lot of people benefit from that, I think. I did do like a shorter list of like, top 5, top 5 rares, top 5 champions, that kind of thing, just to look out for to make it shorter. But I think for now I'm pretty good with the faction wars hard content. I think most people don't relate well to it. Yeah, I think most people don't relate well to it. I think half of my viewers have Lydia from the poll. I did a poll maybe like 6 months ago about progress level for my viewers. I think half of them have Lydia. So faction wars hard would, affect maybe half of them. And I would say a good chunk of those people that have Lydia probably can figure out hard faction wars without too much guidance. Like either they have it or they don't, right? Like, you know what I mean? So it's just, content selection kind of thing for me. I just don't have the time to dive too much into that stuff anymore. Like I said, I made content on it, and I think I'm good for it. Unless something really interesting pops up, then I'll of course bring it to light. But yeah, we could do like I could speak about my own experience and what factions work for me. But again, that might just be like an interest sake thing for people. Like people might be interested as, oh, how am I doing? And I guess we could talk about that because I never really talk about my faction wars. Like basically I'm just like, I just do as high as I can without worrying about the 3 stars. And some factions are easier for me. For example, like Shadowkin or, Shadowkin have a very strong faction because I gear them out properly, right? My dwarves is pretty strong too. Like I have 3 nuts and a Trunda. Like the Trunda is really strong. So and help me blow through the waves, but yeah, time is the biggest enemy, right? Like I don't have time to 3-star everything. Like I watched some of like Nub's like faction wars adventures, and he's spending a lot of time like grinding out the 3 stars, so like good for him. But even him, he got stuck too, right? He got stuck on some of the stages too. So Geomancer and Venomage, congrats, that's really nice. Do you think Tholen is well worth it for an early game account, or does he require high end gear to really blossom? Well, his A1 hits pretty good. I mean, he's a damage dealer, so you're gonna need some good stats on him. Like you can't run him with no crit rate, no crit damage, because he can't survive, right? He has no survivability stats. Like he has like 14k HP, but he has like 1670 base attack. So he can crank up. You can crank up his attack. He can do a bunch of damage. But you need good gear to do good damage, right? So, that's the long and short of your question. Is he good as a damage dealer? Yeah, he's good. He's good. I would say he's probably in the top quarter of damage dealers, like overall, like usefulness. He's fine. He's fine. And, that's the crappy part about this game is that if he's not the best, or if he's not like the second best. Like then people start saying he sucks, and it's not true. Like he's good. He's a good champion. But because he's not the best, or he's not in that conversation of being the best, then he sucks. So I don't know. I think he's fine. I think he's good. But he does require gear because he is a damage dealer. Any damage dealer requires good gear because their role is to do damage, right? But Tholen does bring a weaken on his A1, irresistible. So you don't need accuracy on it against bosses and his minions. So that could be very useful to you in some spots, particularly Hydra. I think he shines really well in Hydra because he brings the weaken. Not everybody has weaken. That's the thing. And weaken is not something that a lot of champions have, like good champions that you want to bring. So I think he shines in Hydra. And his damage is quite good for Chimera as well. So if you guys obviously notice, Chimera is pretty restrictive dungeon or restrictive boss. There's not too many good damage dealers that can work for Chimera. So having an option for people with no options, I think is a good thing, right? Like, and Tholen is an option to do damage in Chimera. Like he's not going to be top damage, but he is an option. Like I'm working on an account right now, trying to help him out do some Chimera. And his best champion is Geomancer for damage, right? And Geomancer is like, he's good. Like, he's fine, like, as a damage dealer. But he's not going to be able to, like, do top damage anywhere with Geomancer, right? So, you know, having an option is good. You have 4 mythical books. I'm 1 epic away from Akage. Should I wait for books or should I use them on Krixia? Oh, that's tough. Mikage, like I said, Mikage can live without the books. Krixia, I'm not too sure. I don't know her book structure. I guess it really depends on how you use her. Because technically she doesn't need books either, because then you can just use this ability once, like the strip and lockout. Strip and lockout, use it once, and then you know you would transform her, and then you would use either her cleanse or reset. You would use this skill maybe once. You would use this cleanse and reset maybe once, and that's about it. Like she can get away with no books too, Krixia. So I think both of them you can get away with no books, but I think Mikage is slightly better with books because you can use Mikage in more boss content, and having Mikage do more attack, you know, AoE attacks, you know, kind of generate more damage, but it really depends. Like that's kind of min-maxing. Both of them I think are usable without books, to be honest. I can +4 Sun Wukong, but I need DPS for, oh, you need drops for the faction guardian. Should I +4 or not? I don't think I would. I like faction guardians. I like speed on my faction. You know, you get plus speed, right? Like if you're gonna be +4ing, I wish I had this 10 speed. That would be nice. But if you're +4ing, that means you're giving up 2 of these slots. You're giving up the speed slot and the defense slot. So 10 speed off your Sun Wukong. I don't think it's worth it, man. Like, to be honest. I can't empower shit. I got nobody to empower in. I got 1 fox from Marius. So little value. Oh man. Send my Bisix into my Lydia. More to, like, who could I empower? I think I have 2 arbiters. I do have 2 arbiters. Yeah, I can't empower anybody. Hey Chuki, what's up, man? Personally, I wouldn't. I would keep the faction guardians. So long and short, because Skinwalker is a good faction. It's a good faction. You know, you can benefit your entire faction Legos, right? Good faction. I mean, Wukong's great. He's a great damage dealer and all that. But yeah, 100 accuracy because I want to get the ignore defense from his A2 on form 2. I'm struggling most of Battle Lords, Ogrins, Dark Elves. Yeah, I mean, Aphidus. We have Aphidus. He's going to carry us for Dark Elves. He's actually really good. He's actually really good. What do you think are top 3 mythicals? Top 3 mythicals. Nice, Galthier, Siegfried, Lazurius. Those are the top four. Those are the top four. I'd say the best depends. Best arena mythical is probably Nice, and then Galthier, and then probably Lazurius, and then Siegfried. But if we're talking top overall, Siegfried gets a lot better because Siegfried's really strong in dungeons. Um, and then Galthier gets a bit better as well because he's really good for trials, right? Chimera trials. So you could like kind of bring Siegfried and Galthier up a little bit and then move Nice and Lazurius back a little bit. But I think those four, and I think Nell is probably in that conversation now. Nell is super strong as well because she has the poison relic. She has a shitload of damage. And then Commodus is in there too, but mostly for arena. Same thing with Nell. Nell's mostly for arena. Maybe I'm missing one. Maybe I'm missing one mythical. Gizmat. Yeah, Gizmat's really good too. But I don't think he's better than the ones I just mentioned. Rixia. Mikage. Arbase is really good too. She's good for some trials. She's mostly like Arbiter plus, Arbiter a little bit better than Arbiter in PvE. Yeah, like the fifth spot. I mean, Empress could be in the fifth spot. Empress? But he's mostly for arena, right? He's mainly for arena. And then that fifth spot, if we're talking about PvE, you gotta talk about Mikage. Mikage is one of the best for PvE. She's in like all sorts of content, right? She's in all sorts of content. Dungeons, Chimera, Hydra, all sorts of content. Like she's gotta be in the top, if we're talking mythicals for PvE, like she's up there. And she can play in arena, but obviously she's not super meta right now. But yeah, it's around those type of champions. Alaz, yeah, he's good. I mean, whenever I face Alaz and I get obliterated by him, I'm like, yo, what the hell does this guy do? Why is this guy so strong? Like he just destroys you. Like cannot be resisted by enemies under stone skin. Instant activate HP run under stone skin, places 2 fear. It's not even this attack. I don't know which attack it is, but he just destroys you in one hit. Extra hit on targets less 50%. Increases defense 5% each time they counterattack. I don't even know what he does, but he just freaking smacks sometimes. Here. No. He's not bad. He's not bad. I think I've seen Androck in some Chimera teams. Increased resistance. Yeah, this guy's not good. They removed his enfeeble, right? Oh no, he still has it. Oh yeah, he was enfeebling the boss. He was enfeebling the Fire Knight or something. They had to fix that buff or fix him. I mean, these guys are all good. They have their own good kits. Their kits are good. They're just not as good as the craziest ones, right? The craziest ones. But anyways. Happy Father's Day. Yeah, hey, happy Father's Day, man. Yeah, happy Father's Day, everybody. What's the best build for Lazurius? Super fast. He can be a speed booster as well, surprise people, and didn't do damage as well. But yeah, make him super fast. Ignore defense is probably okay, but he can hit without the ignore defense. So you make him super fast in Stone Skin can be very good too. But yeah, like the top Lazurius is like super fast. Like what we're talking about, 450 speed with like damage stats, so they can hit. Just wild builds. Okay, let's see here. Oh, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Hey everybody, yeah, sorry. I just had to duck out. My kiddo just came into the office, so I just had to say good morning. Um, but my kiddo made me this for Father's Day. It says "Dad." So cute, so cute. He's old enough to do this stuff now. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna call the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. So much for participating and all that. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a great Father's Day. If you guys are celebrating, and have just a great Sunday in general. Best of luck on your fusion. Hopefully it all goes well. We have 4 days left on the fusion, so you still got a little bit of time with the fusing and all that stuff. So don't miss that. You can't hold on to it. So always have to remind people. Here's my coalition event, 5,300. Somebody did ask about that. In terms of the events, nothing is ending today that's critical. So you guys can, I guess champion chase, but you guys can take a day off and worry about it tomorrow, I guess. So enjoy your families, enjoy the Sunday and all that. I'm not going to show the kiddo on, that's kind of like offside. I don't really want to show my personal life too much on camera, but yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. And if you guys want to connect with me on Discord and all that, I'll drop my Discord one more time. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you guys haven't already for more content and all that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.